2022 season of the NBA 2K League will blow your mind.
My next guest joining us is the president of the NBA 2K League, and Brendan Donahue. We are celebrating the 5th anniversary.
Yeah. Peace be unto you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kemba Walker.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2. And for the Knicks, Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Barrett. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think there's still some steps in small parts of evolution of a team, Kevin, but at the time when you get into 25 or 30 games, coaches are really familiar and helping players establish a rhythm to the number of players they're going to play, the rotations they're going to play in, the nights when they need more offense and how they're going to lean on guys, the nights where they might need more defense and play certain lineups. That's still pretty much the foundation of what they're going to be the rest of the year.
Here's New York. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Robinson. And the Knicks miss again. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the GRIZzlies. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Rose. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Morant against Rose. Free throw line jump shot. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. You look at the Pelicans, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And looking at Memphis, they finally found some answers to their early season woes. I like the way they're playing right now. Suddenly, there's optimism surrounding this team. How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Jackson against Rose. On the pass to Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grimes. Trying to get open is Randall. Second chance effort. That shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here's Brooks following the score by New York. And Adams kicks to Morant. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide-open man as quickly as anybody in our league. And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing. Growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, no scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
On the free throw, no good.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson, he's checked in for Adams.
Substitution.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Memphis. Randall down low, guarded by Morant, and they pick up 2.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Robinson with the block. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Randall. Wide open. Good on the shot. Randall's got his second bucket.
The balance and body control look a little bit better this season, so Randall stays on the ground in this catch-and-shoot situation and looks fluid.
And that one's good. Morant. The Knicks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
The players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Number 1, Mitchell Robinson.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Rose against Morant. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Now Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Jackson hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Barrett. Ball's not loose. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Rose against Morant. Passes to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his man and using his length and contesting.
And that one is stuffed right through.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
To the paint, here's Barrett. And they hit it back. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Bain. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Assisted by
Bain's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Rose. Hits the close-range jumper.
So tough to contain Derrick Rose. He's got it all. Size, quickness, and an airtight handle.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. It's Brooks on the wing. From the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Grimes. Connects from 3-point range. He has 5.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Knicks trail by 3. Rose scanning the floor. Good D by Anderson.
And all the skill used on that crossover. You might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Several teams changing it up here.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Making a switch here. Hield's checked in. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 5. Hield outside. That's good from Randall on the assist by Hield. Randall's got 8 points.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Stolen by Walker. Randall with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. And Reddish with the slam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
9 feet out. Again, Memphis.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the inside. Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Noel against Morant. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Walker the pass to Reddish. And here is Noel. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the lean, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. Now here's Morant. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Melton kicks to Morant. Williams dishes to Clark. Here's Morant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Walker the pass to Randall.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
It's blocked.
A buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
Randall finds Hield. Randall against Clark. Hield outside. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's all knotted up.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here's Randall. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Morant against Walker. Morant surveying the D. And it's off the back rim. No good. It's a tie game in New York. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Well, an incredible lead for Julius Randle shooting the ball.
It's really just all about just me getting.
Wow, so interesting, isn't it, to hear that focal point for his shooting?
And people often focus on the windup or the release, but it all starts with that foundation in the lower body.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got D'Anthony Melton. Brandon Clark is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Williams. And it's Morant in at the point. Now Clark, after the missed three from Buddy Hield, sinks the triple.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Poked loose. Morant with the steal. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Puts it up from 12. Second shot opportunity. No good from Clark. New York trailing. Out to the right wing. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer. Randle's got 13.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And there's the pass to Melton. Clark trying to get open. Misses the three. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for New York. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for New York. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Baines checked in for Morant. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Noel. Now Robinson. Walker with a clean look. They get the rebound. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
And we're seeing players, Brent, rise from deeper than ever before. You were a pretty good shooter. What was your maximum range?
Wow, Kevin, that's a great question. I wasn't allowed to shoot where it is that I could shoot from, so we won't get into that. But, yeah, guys are coming into the league more equipped, and it's because they're seeing that happen with players like Steph Curry, players like Trae Young, who are making that shot more and more effective, Damian Lillard, and now they're practicing those shots, and they're more efficient with them. So there's a reason why guys like the deep ball, and it's getting deeper.
Now here's Hield. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. Hield can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Knicks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Sahir